Hi everyone. So in this video, I'm going to explain how we make you prelims ready. In the next attempt, we have a 7-pointed strategy to leave no stone unturned so that you are able to secure prelims 2025. Let's move ahead. Yes. So what is our 7-pointed prelims success strategy that can make sure that you have a guarantee of clearing prelims? What is that ecosystem? What is that framework? So see, the first one is that you give 30 to 40 tests and we analyze it and we evaluate it. So this is going to happen under a mentor. So in this slide, I'm just going to mention things because we have in detail explanation of all of this. I just want to tell you what are the 7 things that can secure prelims for you in 2025. All right. Next is developing MCQ aptitude by intensive PYQ practice. So you practice like 2000 to 3000 PYQs. And apart from this, you practice 4,000 to 5,000 MCQs. And with such intensive practice, you develop something called the MCQ aptitude. Once you do that, you arrive at a certain maturity in your UPSC preparation. Now, intuitive guesswork through meditation. Now, we are one of the rare institutes who have incorporated meditation as a part of life in our institute. Where do we do that? In the morning victory hour. In the morning yoga class, we meditate every day. Why? Why? हमें क्यों करना है ये ध्यान वगैरह? इससे हमें मिलेगा क्या? इंट्यूशन मिलेगा. देखो, प्रीलिम्स इज अ गैम्बल. आप कुछ भी कह लो, ठीक है, but prelims is somewhere very unpredictable. It's a gamble. And max to max 30 to 40 questions you will know through your knowledge. But you have to attempt 80 to 90 questions. Am I right or am I right? To secure the exam, you need to approach this much. Correct? Now, you need to do तुक्केबाजी. तुक्का तो मारना पड़ेगा एग्जाम में. देखो, it just pinches me honestly to say all this, but I just want to say the harsh reality of this exam to you. And this is कि आपको तुक्का मतलब guess work तो आपको करना ही पड़ता है इस एग्जाम में. अब guess work आप जब ध्यान करते हो तब आपकी gut feeling, आपकी जो guessing power होती है, that goes up. तो इसके लिए हमने जो बन सका हम कर रहे हैं कि यार, even though this is as such a non-academic thing, you will feel, arey, this is non-academic. But if you are a wise aspirant, you will see that this is very academic thing to do. Because at the end, it gives you marks. Whatever gives you marks is academic for you. Yes or no? Then elimination hacks. Even though the importance of elimination hacks has come down, but it's still relevant in, I would say, 10 to 20% of the paper, where you can still, by knowing some tricks of the game, work this out. So we'll cover that as well. Now, then revisions, power revisions of the entire prelim syllabus. I'll just elaborate on that. Smart use of memory hacks to remember VIP areas. For this, you need to see the next video, which is around productivity. GOT has done a PhD in memory hacks, and we are here to share that with you. And of course, you need to have faith, my dear, on yourself and on the mentor. It's very important. If you don't have this and you have all the rest of it, it doesn't work. Yeah. And if you have this, and then, you will make the best out of all of this ecosystem. Now, what is the power revision session that I talked about? So comprehensive coverage of the entire prelims syllabus, right? So What are the pillars of the prelims syllabus? See, first, we start the prelims intensive preparation from January, February, March, April, May, right? And what are the pillars? Polity, economy, IR, SNT, ancient history, medieval history, modern history, geography. These are the pillars of the entire prelim syllabus. Now, of course, add to it, geography can be split into Indian and physical, correct? And we have art and culture. And you can add current affairs to it, correct? Now, mota, there are 9 pillars. Now, from January we begin. We give 2 sessions to every subject and 3 hours in every session. So let's say Jan 5th, we do polity for 3 hours. Jan 10th, we do polity for 3 hours. And we are done. So 6 to 7 hours, we wrap the whole subject. It's like a speed read. I tell you, within 10 minutes, I can make you revise entire High Court. In 10 minutes, I can make you revise the entire emergency chapter. So this is what happens, right? I mean, the major challenge that you face, at the end is about, what is it about? It's about revision. It's about compression. Students take like, even in Feb, March, April, they take like 2 weeks for a subject. So how do we do that in 6 hours? In 10 hours? You will be amazed to see that it's very much possible. And that we will do in the power revision sessions. Now, here in the next phase, so even in the power revision session, we have 3 phases. The first phase is from January to March, second one in April, and third one in May. Now in the second one, we just, from 2 sessions, we come to 1 session per subject. So if this will be even more selective. So within 3 hours, we'll cover most important topics. And in May, what we will do, we will do 1 session only, but this we will do in a very multi-dimensional fashion. Like mixed. We'll not have subject-wise sessions. We'll just have mix sessions, as if we are solving full-length tests. You know how one question comes from polity, another comes from modern history, and mixed sessions. So your brain is, trained in the exam environment. Correct? Because in the exam, one question comes from polity, next comes from economy, next comes from ancient, right? It's all mixed. So revision, but in a very mixed fashion. And yes, of course, we will use some memory hacks also here at the end. Yeah? Okay. Super awesome. Now, how do we make sure that your prelims tests are handled well? Mission is that we make you solve 30 to 40 tests in a time-bound, strategic, and fruitful way. How? Through this 4-point process. First one, you and your personal mentor mutually decide a test series and its schedule. Just mutually you decide कि आपको कितने frequency पे टेस्ट लिखने हैं. For example, जनवरी में आप 6 लिखना चाहते हो, फरवरी में 7, मार्च में 12, अप्रैल में 14 और मई में 3. Something like that. So you decide that with your mentor. Yeah. So that you feel that your priorities, your strengths, your preferences are being taken care of, and then you are made accountable for that. Yeah, accountability will come. Now, then you solve the test as per the schedule. Then we will identify your weak areas, the evaluation stage, where we find out the gap areas. Where is it lacking? Is it lacking revision or concept clarity? What is lacking? So we analyze it. Okay, 10 questions were wrong because of lack of revision, 10 because of lack of concept clarity, 10 because of silly mistakes. And there were 5 questions which you should not have attempted. You were taking over risk, could have been left. So we analyze every paper and then we reverse engineer for gap filling. So let's say, okay, 10 questions were not correct in revision. So what are those 10 chapters which need to be covered before the next round of revision? So like that, you constantly improve. You keep improving every day. With every test, you keep improving. And an added feature is that the mentor will hold you accountable and will make sure that you solve at least 30 to 40 tests. This is very important, that someone is on your head. Else, this is a fatal mistake. A lot of students solve 10 tests and then they expect to clear prelims. कैसे होगा? नहीं हो सकता ऐसा. कैसे होगा? आपको प्रैक्टिस लगता है भाई, प्रैक्टिस मेक्स अ मैन परफेक्ट. तो it is needed. Up 30 to 50 tests are needed, bhai. And it's important that at least 15 full-length tests you solve with proper evaluation. So the mentor monitors you, that are you moving in the right speed? और देखो, घड़ा भरने वाली बात होती है एक ना, कि आपको ना एक पुरुषार्थ का घड़ा भरना है, कि आपको ना ये घड़ा भरना है. अब कोई इतना भरता है, कोई इतना भरता है, कोई इतना भरता है. आप अगर यहाँ पे हो, आपको आपका मेंटर यहां से यहां लेके जा सकता है. आप पुरुषार्थ करना चाहते हो, पर मेंटर आपका हाथ पकड़ता है. Sorry for the drawings, but but it's important. It's important that you have a mentor who's taking care of your schedule, who's giving you feedback, who's making sure that you do this test. ये नहीं कि आप टारगेट कर रहे हो 10 टेस्ट, सॉरी, आप टारगेट कर रहे हो 40 और आप करते हैं एंड में 10 हो. That doesn't work, right? All right, great. So I'll see you in the next video where I'll elaborate what are those amazing services using which we will make you super competitive and highly productive, that so that you beat the massive competition out there.